It's 2 Minute Tuesday intro. So this is going to be a bit of a change of pace for me today. I'm actually filming this 2 Minute Tuesday in session while I'm fishing, and today I'm going to make a video, and it's the start of a series of videos on how to make up your bait, whether it be at home or on the bank. Home rolling has been really much a forgotten art, and you don't need an awful lot of equipment to knock out a few mixes. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, but the results are really rewarding, especially if you can catch fish on the baits that you've rolled up yourself. You'll need a bait gun, a rolling table, and then the average kind of things like measuring devices so you can work out how many mil are going into your mix at any one time. Eggs, you need a mixing bowl, you'll also need a stove and a pot, and you're good to go. So over the next few videos we're going to go through the fundamentals of bait making. Today's video is all about the base mix. Base mixes are really important, and I'm only actually going to concentrate on three on this particular 2 Minute Tuesday. On the next 2 Minute Tuesday I'm going to look at the rest of the range, but you have a choice when making up a base mix. You can either make up your own from scratch, where you'll employ different ingredients that you'll source. Then it's a case of rolling it up and seeing if it works. Now there's a lot of trial and error with that, a lot of expense involved, and to be honest with you, I've done all of that and got the t-shirt many a time over, and I spent more money and more frustration in trying to get a base mix together that would work on any level. I found it much easier just to go and get an actual designated base mix. When you buy a designated base mix from the likes of ourselves here at NutriBaits, what you're getting is years of experience, years of trial and error and testing to make sure that this is the right product for you. In true 2 Minute Tuesday fashion, we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. So the big powerhouses from NutriBaits are Trigger, Trigger Ice and Big Fish Mix. Probably the most famous of them all is the Trigger. Trigger is just one of those baits that has accounted for so many big fish. It is a big fish bait, and be under no illusions, certain ingredients out there do attract a certain quality and caliber of fish, and this is one of those baits that is one of the finest. Coming in a 1.5 kilo bag, 5 kilo bag, or you can order bespokely more. So if you want 10 or 20 kilos, you can just ring up the factory and they will organize it for you. So what makes the Trigger mix so special? Well, it's a blend of 3 premium grade fish meals, pre-digested fish meals, a blend of human grade milk proteins, whey proteins, sluice, CLO, vitamins, minerals, kelp powder, betaine, and the Trigger powder. Now the Trigger powder is the key ingredient. The Trigger powder is a feed stimulant powder, and it really is one of those stimulants that carp really get tuned into and absolutely love. The more they eat it, the more they get turned on by it. So next up is Trigger Ice. Now Trigger Ice is a derivative of the Trigger bait. So basically what the lads wanted to do, they wanted to create a winterized version of Trigger. So again, there's a blend of 3 premium grade low fat fish meals, pre-digested fish meal, blend of human grade milk proteins, whey proteins, sluice CLO, vitamins and minerals, kelp powder, betaine, powdered spice extracts, natural emulsifiers, and they make the difference to this base mix that will make sure that in the colder water temperatures, it will actually activate and work quicker. Predominantly made as a winterized version of Trigger, it's actually gone on to become a very big hitter during summertime, spring, autumn and winter. And in fact, a lot of the team anglers at NutriBaits will use the Trigger Ice as their go-to bait as opposed to Trigger itself. It contains the Trigger powder as well, so it's going to have all the benefits of Trigger, but it also has a few extra goodies in it to kind of really pump out those attractors in cooler water conditions. I've used this all over France, Croatia, Spain, you name it, I've used Trigger Ice and it's caught from the get-go. Absolutely awesome bait. And finally up in this 2 Minute Tuesday, we're going to have a look at the Big Fish Mix. If you want an all-out fish meal base mix, then this is the kitty. I was using this from the early 90s when it came out first, and I caught some amazing captures on it. It was one of my first real delves into fish meal base mixes. The recipe combines blend of 3 premium quality fish meals, Haith's Robin Red, Sluice CLO, human grade milk and whey proteins, vitamins, minerals and kelp powder. It's such a balanced fish meal bait that you can use it all winter long without any fear of it slowing down your catch rates. It's a really well balanced bait. There's not really much more to be said about it. It's just an all-out winner. So if you want something that's got a real sort of punchy back note of fish meals, then this is the one to go for. Often copied, never equaled. That's the 2 Minute Tuesday done. Now for the competition. If you want a chance to winning one of our bags of bass mix, then I suggest what you do is you like this video, in the comment section below, tag a mate, and also share the video to your Facebook page. That's it. Get tagging, sharing, liking. Simple as. This is Gerry. Don't forget the competition.